Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? Captain Monk here. In today's episode of Black Ops 2 Review, we'll be covering the MK48 light machine gun. To get started, the MK48 is unlocked level 4. It is a fully automatic light machine gun, as they all are, dealing between 49 and 30 damage depending on your range. This weapon will usually be a 3-shot kill because its range is really good. However, at extreme ranges like across turbine, for example, it will take 4 shots to kill. It will never take any less than this unless your opponent is weakened, and it will never take any more than this unless, of course, you're shooting through a surface of some sort or shooting an opponent through another opponent, which is kind of redundant and is very rare, but it can happen, so I thought I'd just let you guys know. As for the rate of fire on this weapon shoots at 625 rounds per minute, which is tied for the slowest with the hammer. However, the hammer has that weird thing going on where it shoots faster for the first few rounds it shoots, and because of this, overall it does shoot faster than the hammer, or not the hammer, it shoots faster than the MK48. However, if you were to just completely remove that rate of fire boost that it's got, it does shoot just as fast as the MK48, and that's why it's considered to be tied with it. Next thing we got here, guys, is the range. Now, the range of this weapon begins to drop off at 89 meters. Now, this is going to mean that you'll be getting 3-shot kills out to 89 meters, and that is crazy. I don't know how many feet that is or how many inches exactly that is, but 89 meters is really strong. Like, that is like 10 off 100, basically. I mean, I'm estimating that's 90, and that's really crazy. So that is really good range, and this will allow you to get 3-shot kills out to a really good distance. And even putting silencers or rapid fire on this weapon, which will decrease your range, really won't harm it that much unless you combine them, of course. And if you do combine them, it's very bad for your weapon because it will have such low range that it will almost always be a 4-shot kill. However, a 4-shot kill is still not half bad, so I don't know, maybe you guys want to do that. But overall, the range of this weapon is extremely good. The only time it will be a 4-shot kill, of course, is if it is outside of 89 meters, so about 90 meters, 100 meters. Anything in that ballpark will require 4 shots, and again, that's still really good. And 4 shots is not a bad thing at all, it's just not as good as 3, of course. As for the headshot multiplier on this weapon, it is at 1.2x, and I'm pretty sure at all ranges, if you're firing at the head, you'll be getting faster kills. On my MTAR episode, I said that if you shoot people in the head, you'll always get faster kills, and I actually did some research apparently, and I kind of effed that one up because apparently at mid-range, your weapon will take 3 shots anywhere on the body, even to the head. So, sorry about that one, guys, but I'm pretty sure with the MK48, it will always get 1 less shots to kill to the head, depending on the range. Like, it will almost always be 1 less bullet to the head. So, that's that. As for the magazine size of this weapon, this magazine size is at 100 rounds, which I wouldn't say is average for Black Ops 2, but if you look at the past Call of Duty games, 100 round LMGs are pretty common, so overall for all Call of Duties it's pretty average. Unfortunately though, the extended mags attachment has got a nerf in this game, as I mentioned before, so it's only out to about 135, which is not nearly as good as, for example, the M60 from Black Ops 1, which got 200, or light machine guns in Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2 that got, I think, 150 or something like that. So yeah, it's not as good as those, but it's still there if you want to use it. You want to have more rounds in your MK48, so it is there, but I wouldn't recommend using it personally. Now, as for the reload times are a bit different for the light machine guns because they do not have a cocking animation whatsoever. So regardless of whether your weapon was completely empty when you reload or if not, it will always be an 8-second animation. However, you can cancel both of these, the full and empty reload time, with the add time. Now, the add time is at 5.45 seconds. Now, this is going to mean, regardless of whether your weapon was empty or not when you reloaded, after 5.45 seconds of watching the animation, you will see the bullets pop up in the bottom right, and then you can cancel it. And the next thing you know, your weapon's reloaded, you can sprint and switch weapons, and you're good to go. You don't have to worry about the rest of the animation. Now, as for the ADS time on this weapon, it is extremely slow. I don't think it's ever been this slow for any weapon in Call of Duty's past. And all the light machine guns have the same ADS time at 0.45 seconds, which is really sluggish. So you're probably going to want to put a quick draw on this weapon to compensate for that. Even though the quick draw isn't as strong on light machine guns as it is on other classes, you're still going to need it. The hipster on this weapon is not very good. It's extremely large, and because of the low rate of fire, it's really not a good idea to run around hip fire on this weapon, but if it needs to be done, it needs to be done. I mean, this is a perfect example right here. There's no reason for me to aim in that kind of situation, so I hip fired there and I got the job done, but I wouldn't go out of my way to hip fire ever with this weapon. It's not a good idea. As for the movement speed on this weapon, it is at 90%. Now, this is faster than The light machine guns have been in past Call of Duties, so moving around is a bit easier with the light machine guns in Black Ops 2. And as for the ADS movement speed, this is the speed you'll be moving at when having your sights up. You'll be moving at 32%, which is not half bad. It's not as good as the assault rifles or the submachine guns, for example, but you really don't want to be strafing much with the light machine gun in the first place, so I don't really got to worry about that. As for the iron sights, I like them, but I don't at the same time because the weapon does have quite a bit of muzzle flash, so I find that I really need a sight or a silencer on this weapon, or both, because if I got a sight, I don't have to worry about the muzzle flash at all, and if I got a silencer in there, I don't have to worry about it at all. But if I don't have either of these attachments, there's just too much muzzle flash and I can't handle it. And as for the recoil, it's non-existent. You don't have to worry about that whatsoever. So that pretty much wraps up the entire episode here, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave it a like rating. All you guys' support helps me so much, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.